Hi everyone, I'm Claire and this is my vlog Loves Red Sews, and today I am bringing you an extra vlog. I don't normally do one on a Wednesday, but this vlog today is my reveal for challenge 1 of the Busy Bee Sewing Challenge, which is a challenge that is run by Sam from Sequin Girly and Christine from the Gemini Stitchers. So if you have seen my first vlog about this, I basically sort of talked about the challenge, and I talked about the pattern that I was provided with for this particular challenge. So if you haven't seen that vlog, then I will pop a link in up here and you can go and have a look at that. But basically challenge 1 was all about we were kind of paired up with other vloggers, and we were sort of tasked with sending a surprise pattern to each other, and I received a pattern from Stef, who I can't remember her handle off the top of my head, so I will pop it in the comments below, but she gifted me this dress, which is the tie dress by Sewing Therapy. So I had seen this dress online. I'd seen a couple of people had made it, but to be honest I hadn't really considered this dress, and when she gifted it to me I thought, oh great, you know, it's something new to try, something different. I've not tried this pattern obviously before, so I was looking forward to the challenge. Now I did make up a twirl of this dress first of all, and I did it straight from the pattern. I kind of looked to see what other people had done, and a couple of people had said to size down because it does come out quite roomy. I think the measurements on this actually would have put me in a size 14, and that is with a 40-inch bust, which is what I've got. But because of the sort of excess of fabric, I think it is meant to be quite roomy. I decided to size down to a size 10 on this. So I didn't make any adjustments to the pattern pieces at all. I just cut it out exactly as the pattern suggested. Now it's a really interesting sort of design. It's very everything's kind of rectangles of fabric, so it's quite interesting how it all comes together. And I don't actually have the twirl with me because I've actually since given that to my mum. I took it to the Sewing Social with me on Saturday, and actually quite a few people tried it on and really loved it. And I will pop a couple of pictures in of it because I did take a couple of me in it after I'd kind of put it together, and then I've got a couple of pictures of other people trying it on, and as you can see it kind of suits quite a lot of people actually, so it's quite a versatile pattern. And the other thing about it is that you've got different ways of tying it. So you've got these ties here. Well, basically you've got sort of 2 ties at the front and 2 ties at the back the same, and so you can decide to tie them at the front and then at the back the same as this, or you can tie them on the sides. So you've got different ways of tying it, and then you've also got a sort of a round neck here and also a V-neck, and basically you can choose which way round you want the dress. So I thought that I would want to have the ties on the side, and actually since I've made it I found I actually prefer the ties in the middle. I think I also prefer the V at the front, but you can obviously decide what you think suits you better. So it is a really versatile pattern, and I quite like that you can just decide on the day how you want it. So yeah, as you can see in the photos that I've popped in of the twirl that I made, the dress was a little bit big for me. So because I'm petite, I have this issue with, I'll just demonstrate it on this. So I have this issue where I'm quite short here above the bust, and a lot of like patterns straight out of the packet or even ready to wear clothes, I feel I always have to like pull up. So one of my sort of standard adjustments on patterns is to actually remove about an inch kind of across the top of my chest here, and that is in length, so I tend to reduce the length by about an inch there. Sometimes I also need to reduce the bodice by sort of half an inch to an inch below, sort of nearer the waist, but not always, it depends on the style, but generally 9 times out of 10 I have to reduce a bit of length there. Now I didn't do that on the initial twirl of the pattern, and the sleeve, where the sleeve is, I mean, this isn't the dress, by the way, so this is just a ready-to-wear dress, but basically the sleeve hung so low that you could see right through it and see my bra, so I obviously needed to make some adjustments to the pattern. So what I'm going to do is just pause on this video, and then I'm going to come back with the dress on to do the reveal, and then just talk you through some of the sort of adjustments that I made to it. Just bear with me 2 seconds, and then I shall be back on with the reveal of the dress. Hi, so I'm back and I am wearing my dress. So I will just stand back and show you what it looks like, and hopefully you'll be able to see sort of quite a good effect of it. So there we go. So I basically I put a poll on Instagram a few weeks ago with a selection of fabrics. I think there was about 4 fabrics in total, and this particular fabric came out top in the poll and the votes. So I decided that is what I'm going to make this dress with. So this is a tencel, it's a tencel lyocell sateen from Lamazi Fabrics, which I have actually had in my stash for a couple of years, and this is a Lamazi exclusives fabric. I did actually check at the weekend, and unfortunately this fabric is no longer available, but honestly the quality of this is absolutely stunning. It's just it was so lovely to work with, and it just completely behaved in all aspects, and it almost feels a bit silk-like, and it's just got this absolutely beautiful drape. I mean, you can probably see here, and it's got this gorgeous kind of multicolour print all over it. So as you can see, I am wearing the dress with the V at the front, and I have tied it up here at the front and the same at the back, and it also has pockets. So I'll just quickly show you how the dress looks when you undo the ties. So it's got a little bit of room here. As you can see, it is fairly roomy and floaty, and then basically the ties, you can kind of bring in the dress however much you want, so you can really pull it in if you want, or you can have it slightly looser, and then you can also tie it on the side as well. So if you prefer that look, sorry, I'm just obviously demonstrating, but yeah, it obviously gives a cleaner finish on the front, and then just kind of brings in the sides. So actually you've got a couple of different sort of looks with this dress, and when I mentioned in my video that I'd removed a bit of length here, so I actually took an inch out of the top of the bodice, and also the sleeve. So now you can see that the sleeve is kind of sitting exactly where it should. It's got this really interesting little detail here. I don't know if you can see, but the bottom of the sleeve is actually split. I'm not sure if I'm demonstrating that very well, but yeah, that's quite a nice cool little detail. And I should just show you the back as well so you can see. So you can actually wear that obviously round the other way as well if you wanted to. So what I will do is I will actually pop in I'll pop in a couple of photos and also a little bit of footage, just so that you can see the dress in its full entirety, because I know in this video it's very difficult to show you it completely without having to turn my camera around. And I also must apologise if I'm looking a bit warm. It's actually about, well, I'm recording this at almost 6 p.m. and it's about 27 degrees. So it is very, very warm today. I'm recording this on Monday. I finished work for the day. Husband's downstairs cooking our dinner, and I decided I would do my reveal vlog, record that today now so that I can get that all edited, ready for you to see it today on the 31st of July. So I hope you have enjoyed seeing the reveal of my dress. I'm really happy with this. Oh yeah, so I was going to talk through some of the adjustments that I made. So as I mentioned, I did remove an inch across the top here, and I did that on the sleeve and all bodice pieces. So the bodice has got, I'll show you on the line drawings. So you've got this kind of bodice piece here, and then the same for the back. And then you've got this panel which basically runs from the front right round to the back. So it's kind of one piece that runs all the way down. And then you've got the sleeve, which is another piece. So all of these pieces are actually just rectangles, basically. That panel, that side panel and the sleeve are rectangles. And then there is the option for a slightly longer sleeve, which has got a little tuck here, and that is basically also a rectangle piece as well. And then you've got pockets, and you've got skirt. Now I don't think I reduced any length from this actually, so I've kind of left it as is. And when you see in the photos the length, it's kind of midi length on me, and I actually quite like it that length, because this fabric is so lightweight and so floaty. Then it just feels really nice to wear it like that. So yeah, as I said, I mainly took the adjustment across the top, and then I did that on all pieces, the front and the back, and then the side panels and the sleeves I took a little bit out of. And then I'm just double checking, I think the seam allowances are 3/8 on this dress all the way through. But when I sort of put it together, the side panel, somebody at the Sewing Social said to me that they think that is just a little bit too far over on me. So they said, why don't you take out a little bit extra? So I ended up actually taking out another 5/8 of an inch. And it did mean that the shoulder is now sitting kind of pretty much in the right place. So the sleeve then comes off of my shoulder quite nicely, and I think this seam line here was originally, it was too far sort of over here, and it just means it's brought that in a little bit as well. So yeah, that is the dress, and I'm really pleased with it. I'm so happy that I've made it now, to be honest. And I think everyone that tried it on at the weekend, so there was probably about half a dozen people that tried it on, and I think they all want to go and buy the pattern now. So if you haven't seen this dress or given it a go before, I would highly recommend it, because it's such a nice sort of pattern. I would say it's relatively beginner friendly. It's quite simple to put together, and it's just really effective. So yeah, as I hopefully as I've been talking, I will have popped a couple more pictures in for you. But that is the reveal for the challenge one. So look out for the next challenge to come now, so which starts this coming end of this week, so for the month of August, and it will be a refashion challenge. So that will be a little bit more challenging for me, because I tend to follow patterns. I'm not overly creative outside the box, so we'll see how that goes, but I'm looking forward to sort of having a go at something a little bit different and seeing what I come up with. So look out for that vlog. But I hope you've enjoyed the reveal vlog for this dress, and that you like the outcome of the garment. And if you voted over on my Instagram for this fabric, then hopefully you have enjoyed seeing it actually made up. So that is everything from me today. So I shall be back again next weekend with my normal weekly vlog. But otherwise, have a nice rest of the day and have a good week, and hope you get some good sewing in, and give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video, and I shall catch up with you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.